So I used to be like, oh, I got Mike. And he's like, oh, you gonna guard me? I'm like, yeah, because you can't dribble. You can't got, back then we used to handle. You ain't got no handle.
Michael said, I'm going to play another 18. Chuck said, we got a game tonight. He says, I'll be good. We get to the game. David, you got this guy. Charles, you got this guy. Michael, you got this guy. Michael said, no, I got the point guard. What? You don't want to guard the two guard? Michael's kind of leaning down. Michael looked and said, I said I got the point guard. He said some shit about me in the newspaper, and I'm going to get him. And we're looking around like, uh-oh, this little kid in trouble.
Michael Jordan is always at the center of the conversation when discussing the greatest players in NBA history. Widely regarded as the GOAT, greatest of all time, his influence goes beyond basketball, shaping popular culture and inspiring generations of fans. Whether you witnessed his dominance with the Chicago Bulls firsthand or have only seen highlights, his legendary moments are etched in history. But what do other NBA legends think of him? What do the greats who played with, against, or after him have to say about his impact on the game? Let's dive into their stories and hear firsthand how Michael Jordan earned his status as the greatest of the great.
Incredible playoff performance. I've never seen it before, and I had never seen it after. That wasn't Michael Jordan out there, it was God.
This line became legendary. People started calling Michael Jordan his airness after this moment, and it was even more significant considering who said it, Larry Bird. A three-time MVP who dominated the NBA like few before or since, Bird was known for his relentless trash talk and rarely gave opponents credit. For him to make such a statement about Jordan was almost like passing the torch, acknowledging that a new era of greatness had arrived. It's nearly impossible to talk about Larry Bird without mentioning Magic Johnson. They were fierce rivals throughout their careers, but eventually became close friends. Their battles in the NBA Finals defined a generation, and their rivalry helped elevate the league as they became its two marquee stars. In 1992, during the Dream Team era, basketball fans witnessed the most iconic Olympic run in history. This moment brought together two superstars who had defined the league for a decade, Bird and Magic, alongside the NBA's newest dominant force, Michael Jordan. Fresh off back-to-back championships and having just defeated Magic Johnson in the 1991 NBA Finals, Jordan had already established himself as the league's top player, but he wanted to make it official. During the Olympics, Jordan confidently stepped onto the team bus, walked past Magic and Bird, and told them straight to their faces that their time on top was over. It was his league now.
Just want you two to know there's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Michael Jordan.
Really?
Yes. And we had dominated the league, both Larry and I, and the Celtics and the Lakers for the whole entire, the 80s. And so it was his turn. And so he just sat back, had his cigar, and just said, it's my league now.
Wow.
And
it's like a bad movie.
You know what we did, Jimmy?
What?
We said,
This moment became legendary. People began calling Michael Jordan his airness after this, and it was even more significant considering who said it, Larry Bird. A three-time MVP who dominated the NBA like few before or since, Bird was known for his relentless trash talk and rarely gave opponents credit. For him to make such a statement about Jordan was almost like passing the torch, acknowledging that a new era of greatness had arrived. It's impossible to talk about Larry Bird without mentioning Magic Johnson. Fierce rivals for most of their careers, they ultimately became close friends. Their battles in the NBA Finals defined a generation, and their rivalry helped elevate the league as they became its two marquee stars. In 1992, during the Dream Team era, basketball fans witnessed the most iconic Olympic run in history. This moment united two superstars who had defined the league for a decade, Bird and Magic, alongside the NBA's newest dominant force, Michael Jordan. Fresh off back-to-back championships and having just defeated Magic Johnson in the 1991 NBA Finals, Jordan had already established himself as the league's top player, but he wanted to make it official. During the Olympics, Jordan confidently stepped onto the team bus, walked past Magic and Bird, and told them straight to their faces that their time on top was over. It was his league now.
I can't even really describe the next like 6 to 7 minutes of play, y'all. In this next 6 to 7 minutes of play, y'all, we get two, not one, two 10-second calls. You know, when you bring the ball up, and then you got to go half two 10-second calls. We down 25 now. It was just at 2. Mike had 18. He had like 40 now. JR myself, we ain't scored in like about 4 minutes.
Magic and Bird had no choice but to agree. At that point, there was nothing they could do. Michael Jordan had officially taken over the NBA. That's how he was viewed by the legends who came before him. But what about the young stars, the future legends who entered the league looking to take the torch from him? In the late 90s, one of those rising stars was Kevin Garnett, known today as one of the most intense competitors in NBA history. A relentless trash talker who never backed down from anyone, Garnett made the mistake of treating Michael Jordan the same way during his rookie season. During a game against the Bulls, one of Garnett's teammates was having a strong performance. Feeling hyped, Garnett got loud, talking trash about how well they were playing, not just against the Bulls, but specifically against Michael Jordan. Then he realized something. Jordan had heard everything. Kevin Garnett immediately felt the atmosphere shift. He could sense it. Jordan had taken it personally. And when Michael Jordan takes something personally, the outcome is never in your favor. Clip 5.
I was like, Jay, man, my bad, dog. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. He like, it's cool, man. I told you, just shut your ass up, man. You're not funny. So you got in between the gate right there where you like, damn. And next thing you know, we over there like this. And Mike came down. Okay, young fella. Okay, damn, young fella. Damn, y'all done. Damn, young fella.
The entire game shifted the moment Michael Jordan took Kevin Garnett's trash talk personally. Suddenly, he locked in on defense, shutting them down while scoring effortlessly on the other end. Garnett and the Timberwolves were completely overwhelmed, unable to stop Jordan's relentless attack. The Bulls went on a dominating run, leaving no room for a comeback. Garnett later recalled just how exhausted he and his teammates were, and how guilty he felt for provoking one of the greatest players of all time.
I really like Michael Jordan. He and I are friendly. And he never changes. This guy has done more spectacular things than any basketball player I've ever seen. And the thing that people don't realize is some of the stuff he could do. He was the best defensive player in the league.
Yeah.
He was
Yes,
playing.
absolutely.
He was the best offensive.
After that, Garnett learned a valuable lesson. Mess with the bull, and you get the horns. If we go back even further in NBA history, before Magic and Bird, we find one shooting guard who defined the league in an era dominated by big men. It was rare for a shooting guard to rise to the top and become the face of the NBA. Before Michael Jordan, there was only one exception, Jerry West. West's impact on the game was so profound that his silhouette became the NBA logo. He was an all-around beloved figure, known not only for his incredible talent, but also for his deep respect for other great players. His eye for talent shaped multiple dynasties across different NBA eras, making his opinion on players highly valuable. So, it comes as no surprise that he was a huge fan of.
He never stopped working. Like, his stuff is not an accident. Like, it's not like, oh, he was gifted. No. He was the most fundamentally sound player that ever played the game. If you watch the video, his left hand is in the correct passing lane. Footwork is just impeccable. Offensively, his jab step is always ball moves. He stays still. Like, all of those things all the time. And then he was the best. Most guys who were that athletic didn't rely on that. That's right. It's about him, Drake. He's the only best player in basketball history that the things he came in that was his weaknesses were his strengths when he left the league. His ball handling, his shooting, his turnaround jump shot, his post game was probably some of his weaknesses. Those were his strengths when he left the league.
My basketball lifespan had ended, and I ended up in basketball heaven. It's a metaphor for life, right? And to just be there, to be able to experience, something that Hall of Fame is great. Getting your jersey retired is great. For me, as a kid, I didn't have my family there. I didn't really want my family there. That was individually my moment as a young kid growing up, wanting to be one of the greatest ever played a game. Yeah. And I got a chance to put on that jacket and be next to my favorite player as one of the greatest.
I used to work out with the 76ers. I used to ask him, what's it like to guard Mike? Mike? You mean Black Jesus? I'm like, what the fuck? Black who? Well, we call him Black Jesus. Or you can call him Black Cat. I'm like, I'm gonna call him fucking Mike. That's his fucking name. So the level of fear that he inspired in others was insane. And I would tell him, I said, when I face him, we're gonna go at it. He says, oh, you don't want to do that. I'm like, what? Man, you don't know me, man.
I don't believe that there's a great player because our game is a team game, and one player can't do it. Like, I seen Michael Jordan play before I came to play with the Bulls. You guys seen him play. He was a horrible player. He was horrible to play with. He was all one-on-one. He's shooting bad shots. And all of a sudden, we become a team and we start winning. Everybody forgot who he was.